Right, what's up guys, here on the PvP Central channel. My name is James, bringing you guys another video here today. Today guys, I'm going to do a discussion video for you about Ghost Recon Breakpoint. And as you can tell about the title, whether Battle Royale would work with it or not. One of the things we had with Ghost Recon Wildlands PvP was that there was disappointment that there wasn't a full-on Battle Royale mode. We got something kind of close to it towards the end of Wildlands life cycle with the 8-man sort of like free-for-all sort of thing. But that wasn't really what people were looking for, and I thought I'd have a chat about Battle Royale as a general concept and kind of apply it to Ghost Recon Breakpoint and whether I think it'll work with that sort of game. If you guys do enjoy the video, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe if you are new, and let's just get right into it. So with me, Battle Royale games, obviously they're very simple in concept, but there are set things that need to be met in order for them to be successful. And we can use examples of games, well, Battle Royale games that have met that criteria and games that haven't met that criteria. It doesn't matter necessarily whether a Battle Royale is casual or competitive or whatever. There are set things that need to be made. Now, I look at a game like Fortnite, the most successful Battle Royale of all time, and say that this does most of these things really well in that you can play it really casually. Certainly when it was at its peak, you couldn't necessarily say much now that it's been out for quite a while. But it's a casual game that can be played competitively, and then you go up to games like Apex Legends because of its set characters and stuff, more competitive game. But the thing that you kind of get with all of these games is that you are rewarded well for playing aggressively. The whole point for me of Battle Royale is that you should try to win and get as many kills along the way. You shouldn't be rewarded for just camping effectively or just sitting back and letting other people kill each other and then just go and get the last kill, which is where Blackout from Call of Duty Black Ops 4, for me at least, when it released at the very least, was where that game fell down. All you needed to do was loot one area, get some decent guns, hide and kill the last people. For me, that's a really boring experience. And there is, I definitely get this, a difference between playing tactically and choosing your fights well and going for slightly less kills than just camping, getting 1 or 2 kills and winning the game. That shouldn't be a strategy that works in Battle Royale games. And if you use Fortnite as an example, it's one that doesn't, because you do not get as good weapons if you just camp. The more people you kill, the better chance you have of getting higher tier weapons that make it more likely for you to win the game. But at the same time, obviously there is a risk of going in and getting killed by going for extra kills or losing health or whatever, and that's for me where the health and kill system in Fortnite was actually really good, but I digress. There needs to be a risk-free reward system for going and getting kills. Often that is brought in by getting better weapons, getting other people's heals, that sort of thing. That's where Blackout at the start didn't get it right, because there wasn't really any reward for going and getting kills. If you had a decent AR, like what's the point in trying to get another one? But Fortnite and Apex Legends get that well, because you can get higher tier weapons, you can get better heals and stuff. But anyway, let's bring this on to Breakpoint. The whole point of a Tom Clancy game and Ghost Recon game in terms of Breakpoint is that it's quite a tactical shooter, and you need to have proper tactics, proper coordination between your teammates, whether that be the AI or co-op or whatever, in order to get the missions done. And that's where I think it could be quite interesting to have a look at Battle Royale, because as I've mentioned before, you need to have a reward factor for going in and getting kills and that sort of thing, for it not just be people just camping. Because, like, honestly, you might disagree with me, but sort of having it so you just prance about in a bush or move from building to building, sit in a corner, wait for the storms to move, that's not fun for me. I don't want to spend 20 minutes just trying to find people. That kind of defeats the point, in my opinion. So I think if Breakpoint was going to have a Battle Royale, there needs to be an incentive to go and get kills. Now that can come in a variety of forms. You make it so if you have an armor system, which I think they would almost certainly have, I think the way that Blackout has it now, where you can get shards of armor that you can apply to your own to give yourself more effectively health, I think that would work quite well. Obviously you see in Fortnite, and I don't think Fortnite is the best comparison, but obviously you can get other people's shield if you kill them, because that just drops down. Something like that would be required. Depending if there's a perk system in Ghost Recon Breakpoint like there was in Wildlands, you could have it so that getting kills gives you more access to perks. that last for the duration of the game. I think that's where Blackout has kind of gone wrong, in that perks only last for a certain amount of time. I think you could have it so if you get a kill, you kind of like specialists used to work in Call of Duty. You get a kill, you get a perk, you get 3 kills, you get another one. So you get rewarded for this sort of thing. You could have it so you get you can get your attachments for guns. You can get higher tier guns, maybe. So something that I quite like to see, say like the guns you pick up off the ground. Maybe it's a worn gun, so it's not performing at a very good state. But if you kill someone and you can get some stuff off of them, you can then upgrade your gun. So I think Breakpoint in terms of Battle Royale could work really well, but it needs to contain the essence of the game. And vehicles seems to be something that's going to be quite heavily emphasised in Ghost Recon Breakpoint, so that could be something that could be incorporated quite nicely. You can have a drone and use that to go and scout people, and use it to go and kill people, and that could be something that you can find around the map. And if someone has a drone, hasn't used it, you kill them. You can go and pick that up. So again, it's another way of getting rewarded for kills, but at the same time you could have some really tactical defensive equipment. We've seen that in various other games, so you could have sort of like shields and traps you could put around you, so you can play defensively but still use it to kill people, and it's not just a case of trying to find someone on this massive map. I don't think in terms of servers you'd be able to ever use the whole Breakpoint map. Like 100 people on the size of that wouldn't work, and obviously we don't know much about the map, but you could sort of have for example, in Wildlands, you had the provinces. You could have 100 people or 50 people or whatever put into 1 or 2 of those provinces. I think that could work really well for Battle Royale. But I'd be really interested to see what you guys think about this. I personally think that Battle Royale could work with Breakpoint, but they'd have to, as I said many times before now, there has to be reward for getting kills. There has to be the essence of the game maintained, so it has to feel like a tactical shooter, so it feels like Breakpoint, but in a Battle Royale setting. And I think there has to be an incentive to move about the map, basically, so it's not just camping the entire fucking time. Anyway, guys, if you have enjoyed this video, that's it for today. I hope you have liked it. If you have, don't forget to leave a like. Leave your thoughts in the comment section down below. Do you want Battle Royale in Ghost Recon Breakpoint? Do tell me, and what do you want to see if you do. And yeah, subscribe if you're new. Thank you so much for watching, guys. See you in the next one. Bye.